so I don't echo.
Can we do the intro?
No, 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 not
Oh,
yet.
it's
Let's
live.
just wait for. No, 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 no.
Alright.
Make it unlive.
Make it.
I'm live, yes.
Okay, I'll just think of what I can say
It's
to
too
take the
late.
stream to get the stream taken
Okay,
down.
hello everybody.
Um,
Welcome to
I'm
Script
gonna say
Corner
the N word.
episode 33 or 34. 33. And we're going to be covering Cinemasins video on
Yeah, we're taking a break
Charlie and the
from
Chocolate Factory.
taking a break from those other things to talk about some real important movies.
Oh yeah, sure. I personally do not like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. A lot of
But
people on here
Me
do.
neither.
We're here joined by Poop Dealer, Replica Films, who is absent for the time being, and
well, we're going to wait for him, but no, like
the Spooky Mask.
yes, this is I haven't been back on this podcast in a while.
Yeah, when was the last time you were on here?
Oh no, like
Probably like somewhere in the 20s. Like early 20s.
because I had like a bit of schoolwork, but now that I have no
Right.
schoolwork, I
So now you were on here when we covered Adam.
yes.
Let's see here, were you on here for R21?
Adam's stream was fun, but it was also a
You
disaster
were.
because
Let's
everyone
see
from AI
here.
Court came.
Hi everyone.
I'm not on here for 23. And you were on again for 24. And then you were gone again. No, you were here for 25. Then you weren't here for 26. That was the Clone Wars one. And you also weren't here for 27 or 28. And then you haven't been on here since.
Which
Yes,
characters? I just have a question.
I do.
Which characters was assassinated more, Thor's or Luke Skywalker's in The Last Jedi?
I'd say, what do you mean? Like that's not a question.
Wait, what? What was your question?
Which characters was assassinated harder, Thor in Endgame or Luke in The Last Jedi?
Luke, no question. I wouldn't even consider Thor to be assassinated. I just say that they handled him poorly.
Yeah, I can definitely.
But not
get this
even,
stream
but not
taken
even
down.
like that poorly. It's like they
If I
could have
get
done
this,
better.
if I get this stream taken down, what will you do?
I don't know. So I know we got a stream taken down by like the Goldman one. Are we ever gonna do that one again? Or is that
Oh
just
no,
like dead now? Because
maybe.
like we tried it once. I'm gonna rewatch our Neural podcast one day. It's really damn good. It's like that's like my personal favorite one that we did.
Okay,
What's your second most personal favorite?
My second favorite, that's Adam.
The one yesterday or the one like a month ago?
The one that started it all.
I think started all catalyzed us, and
Adam
yes, of course.
Wasiera. That one's my favorite.
You call him Wasier.
Oh, it's Washira. Or
No, it's
Wasira.
Wazura.
Wasura?
Yes, that's how he says it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that one's my second favorite. God, that one is ridiculously funny.
Yes, it
You are a
was.
child idiot. Fuck off. It's so good. I miss those days when like we actually do. We should probably cover like Adam Wasira's unbridled vomits.
No, we invite Adam to help us.
They're
understand
so
the
easy
process.
to.
Yeah, we help. Yeah, we invite Adam on. He covers them with
First
us.
time I came onto the podcast.
Yeah, that would be.
Why don't we have a thumbnail for our coffee table discussion? Lupus is being lazy.
But
Let's see here. The infamous.
Well, the thing is, I cannot add it right now. I need. Hold on.
Yeah, he's made. Yeah, he's made nice. He made Star Wars 1977. Doesn't even call it A New Hope. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars:
I don't
Return
know
of the
what you're
Jedi.
saying.
Like we don't have a thumbnail for our coffee table discussion with Adam.
Oh, yeah,
The
I would make
prequels are
one, but
trash
the thing
anyway,
is,
though.
my Photoshop editor crashed and I cannot use it.
I
well, I
think we
mean, like,
should I think if we could, we should cover just the original trilogy vomits that he's done so far. It would be good for the content.
yes, indeed. I mean, like, it would also be funny.
Yeah, it'd just be a fun stream. Get to have some fun.
The Rises.
No, we'd have Adam on and say, okay, so what were you
aren't we
thinking
gonna
when
do
you
a
I
started?
discussion
honestly can't
podcast?
tell if this is a prank. You're either a fantastic actor, or you need to book a CT scan.
Or both, like,
Oh my god. He's now responding to comments with the memes that we've made of him. Shiny Mimikyu said that the title of the movie is Star Wars: A New Hope. If George said so, then that's what it is. Then the infamous says George sucks and is a moron. Just he's just embracing the memes.
yes, I think, I mean, like, are you glad that you have cousins?
What? Yeah, I'm
Like
glad.
that. If they didn't, he wouldn't be nearly as popular.
If it meant that EFAP never covered him, then I would say I'm glad that I would be glad that we didn't. But I don't think us covering him had anything to do with EFAP's covering of him.
I mean, like, I think it was because it was, like, mailed in to Mahler's that those people got covered.
Ability to speak. Intelligent. She's got this guy named Football Ed. Only a Lupus DM is just spammed. I love it.
It's perfect.
Lord. Dude, this guy, I mean, Adam's a special man, but he brings in
A lot of views.
views, man.
Well, I mean, like, for such a small channel.
That stream was one a
Yeah.
disaster, but it also kickstarted the
And
channel.
Honey Badger, what about
It's
also
called
known as
being
what
so bad that you
aboutery?
get attention.
I mean, for some reason, Mahler's. Oh, who recommended Adam to Mahler? Oh wow, I still can't believe
I
it.
think it was Airborne.
Sorry, what?
He said, I remember, who was it called?
Recommended.
Yeah, yes, I remember Replica saying, send it to Mahler when.
No, he said send I said oh that's a good delve, and they said yes, and it's more.
And
we weren't actually serious.
He didn't actually add "You're a Child Idiot" to the Goodell book though, which is a shame.
we got, yeah, it is a real shame.
I just want to say, I watched Mahler's The Rise of Skywalker Good Writing April Fool's video. It's so funny and good.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is good and occasionally
That English
triumphant.
is
Whoa.
so weird. Don't his English accent does not.
Who's that child in the background?
Has the stream started?
Yes, it has,
No,
but
yes, it has.
Well, why is my
No,
watch
I
together
killed the
moved?
stream. I killed the stream before it was birthed.
He did put the watch together.
yes,
No.
I did.
Yes, I am in it. It hasn't moved. Am I supposed to click on the video before it
No, you
moves?
have to click on the play button.
All right, let me just refresh
We were just
refresh
discussing.
it because it was not connected to. Was the video started yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm right now at second one. Everything wrong.
Yes, I mean it's like it's barely started, but it has started nonetheless.
Where did Airborne go?
He just died. I killed him. I murdered him.
Okay, very funny. So I guess we can continue. I'm not sure if we can. It's hard to say.
Yes, we can. Wait, is everyone here?
It might be.
Let's Airborne. Can you say
He
something?
literally just dipped.
Oh, I didn't dip. He's
Yeah,
still
no, I'm here. I'm here. We can keep going.
Oh, okay. Thank you for reassuring us that you are not.
Yeah, no, let's go.
Did I already say that I gave Heather a role so you can't mess up the stream while we're streaming?
Thank God.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just gonna go here and play some obnoxious bull crap that's gonna get the stream to the name.
This movie exists.
What?
Like I don't
Movie
think it's
exists.
awesome. This movie
That was
exists.
like that's a world record for saying something stupid.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I mean, like, good lord.
Wow.
Wow. No, I don't think you could.
This movie might actually make me like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's wrong with this movie existing? Like, it does. It's not just a carbon copy of the original.
That'd be like if Mahler just opened his critique of Force Awakens and it was like, this movie exists. This is an objective problem.
This is wrong because, as we have previously established, well, I mean, like, I guess he could have done it like that.
Well, like the movie existing in and of itself, not
Like-
bad. It just almost always will turn out to be bad. Making a sequel to, Return of the Jedi.
No, it's just like, yeah, I mean, like,
There are certain movies you can use that exist as a criticism, like The Last Jedi or Trash.
26 seconds of Snow Goes.
Wow.
well, no, I mean, like, usually when he says these sins, like, it's usually something longer, but 26 seconds is
But
a lot.
the Fred trilogy.
oh my god, a whole minute, 45 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds.
No,
It's
but
like,
This
no,
is
listen,
26
listen,
seconds.
listen,
This is
listen.
only.
The
yeah,
Fred
that's
trilogy
like
exists.
mercifully short these days.
In the
We're off to a great start.
movie ever. It is so painful to watch. It's not even funny bad. It's not entertaining. It's
Man,
bad.
could this beginning
It's
be
torture.
any more
It's
Harry Potter?
cringe.
Over
It's
3.5
terrible.
Could this
It's a big
beginning be
move.
any more Harry Potter?
Well, I mean,
Smoke
like,
is Harry Potter.
well,
Harry Potter has
the
now
fighting
owns
expert. Why are you
the-
here?
like it now patents the text in front of Smoke.
Yes, indeed. Like,
What?
as we all
Prequels
know,
are masterpieces.
This is like a world record just for like, and he says it really fast, so it's like stupid point, stupid point, stupid point, stupid point, stupid point. Unlike, I don't know.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
like,
I guess we
movie
gotta. I
reviewer.
mean, I guess I gotta give
Jeremy
Cinemasins
Jeremy from
fair shot.
Cinemasins is.
But remember, it's satire, so
is
you can't
retarded,
criticize it.
movie
it's
reviewer
satire.
Eminem. I mean, like, he even looks a bit like Eminem.
Well, hello there.
Why hello
Oh, hey
there.
there, fighting expert.
Yes, I was told that I could join, so I decided to. And word of
This
warning,
video
I'm
is not worthy of you.
No, it's not.
no. Well, here's the thing. I am slightly drunk right now, so I might
How
go
would
off
you
on
be
a
drunk?
tangent and
Oh,
create
no.
excellent content for the podcast.
Okay, we need him on, guys.
I love you so much.
You might just like take my place. I don't know. I might just like get bored because it's Cinemasins.
Because let me look up the alcohol amount on.
Oh, God.
So 5% alcohol on 24 fluid ounces.
Jesus Christ. Well, at least I got something over you. I don't drink alcohol ever.
At least if the audience gets bored, they have something else to listen to or laugh at. I don't know.
I guess this video will be more about Cinemasins like criticism style being shitty than being about Charlie and the Chocolate. Okay,
But
awesome.
remember, it's satire, so you cannot criticize it because
Yeah.
it's satire.
Okay, yeah.
I don't care. I'm here just drinking alcohol, and I will criticize it to the end of God's
This
green
guy,
earth.
this is just like you see a guy who's alive and you just say that guy's dead, and it's like another guy says, "But dude, he's alive." No, that's satire. Like I only.
All right, very funny, Deviant. I
Nah.
remember what it was like having you on the podcast now. Oh yeah, that's what he was like. All right. All right.
Okay. Okay.
5 minutes of confectionception
I'm not
opening
saying
credits.
about
If
that.
I wanted to know how chocolate was born, I'd take a trip to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Okay, you're not even gonna comment on the creativity of the chocolate scene, and you're just gonna say, "Oh, it's credits so bad."
Honestly, how can you not compliment the creativity of that? When I was a kid and I saw this movie, I thought that was the coolest shit ever. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's actually really cool. Why can't modern chocolate factories do that today? Oh yeah, that's because it's all make believe and fun. So why the fuck are you criticizing it?
Yeah, like I mean, they make production of chocolate bars very funny and like interesting. While in reality, it's just I
It's
guess
really boring in reality.
I mean, it's boring in reality because I realize like you can make pretty good documentaries on how that shit's made. But I mean, if you just see the process, then it's not interesting at all. But that makes the whole movie about it.
This is the story of an ordinary little boy named Charlie Bucket.
Wonkeration.
I don't
Narration
even know.
bad.
Narration bad because I mean, like you would say, wait, if there was no narration, you'd say there was.
Man,
Well, there's no narration in this film.
man, Cinemasins really sucks when you think about it.
Does
You should stick
Cinemasins
to
not know that old
politics.
movies used to have 7-minute
I mean, the
opening credits?
the content has barely any like. It's boring. The points make no sense, and they're everything good about Attack of the Clones video.
Wrong, you mean?
Yeah.
Everything good about the Rise of Skywalker. Everything good about the Force Awakens, and everything good about the Last Jedi. So bad. Oh,
Just saying, like, he's not saying anything. He's just
it's so dumb.
Well, I mean, like he is saying something.
I mean,
I want to say he's the
His point-
flippant, blatant, retarded version of Plinkett.
I mean, Plinkett are. You
And
can't be
Plinkett
more
was
retarded
already
than Plinkett.
stupid.
Yes,
He was always
but
stupid.
if you go a step lower than Plinkett, you get Cinemasins.
I didn't know that was possible.
I mean, I guess you're kind of right because he's basically the same level of critique, but it's just more honest, I guess.
It's more up front.
Mhm.
He literally just not nitpicks, not picks.
Yeah, remember
problems can be-
Kenobi ended up.
All right then. So we
Yes, we're gonna continue.
This Charles Dickens meets Dr. Seuss house appears to be run down, except it was obviously built this way. So there's no way this door exists if it's not specifically designed to go into the
I can
storefront.
literally people. I debate people on
No.
the Battlefront 2 server
Wait,
talking about
what?
how the prequels suck, and they could.
What?
They'll say that Plinkett's
Huh?
points are right though, when literally these movies don't age well, or
Yeah.
or Samuel Jackson shouldn't be in a Star Wars movie. Those points are not
Yeah.
accurate. Samuel
try
Jackson.
and stay.
We
Try and
should probably stay on topic.
Yeah, so the same topic.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
can I say
I-
something?
copy that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's on topic, but honestly, his criticism about the door. Have you ever looked at old dilapidated buildings such as that? Yeah, you have wonky doors. Shut up, Cinemasins. Your points are unintelligent.
I mean,
Yeah,
criticizing this is sort of like criticizing. Criticizing this is sort of like saying that. I mean, like it's I mean, it's very obviously over.
Movie pays
Who the
homage to
fuck
the original.
pressed play? Come on. Criticizing this is sort of like I don't know. It's like it's very clearly overly like broken down to like really hammer the point home that they are a poor family. Like it's basically saying that like broken house is broken. Thanks for your observation, Cinemasins.
Willy Wonka began with a single store on Cherry Street.
Grand position.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna guess that Wonka somehow bypassed the FDA when concocting his candy stores.
The man was a
What? How does that bypass the FDA?
FDA is a American governmental
Building.
organization.
Establishment.
This takes place in, I think, Britain. So
Yep.
I don't think you have to worry about the FDA if you're in Britain.
This is actually kind of funny to think about. You're actually really right about that. Oh god. Yeah, it's a chocolate bird. I mean, I don't. Yeah, so that's interesting. Where did Airborne go? I think he just disappeared. Hello, Airborne. Hello. Oh, he's okay. I'm assuming he's busy with something. I don't have a button presser right now to press the button on this thing.
Oh, I can do that for you.
Yeah, you do that.
Do the we've seen so far that the word Grandpa Joe is looking for is wizard, or based on the way Depp plays
Or I guess.
the character, possibly Satan.
Bruh.
What the fuck did that have to do with anything?
No, I
I have
just
no
wanna-
clue,
it's
and I
just
don't
a
know how to
reference.
stand.
Right, honestly, like
I'm with Charlie. Why would Grandpa
That's what grandpas do, though.
Yeah,
Joe
they're
share that
weird.
part of the story? I don't think getting riled up in the four poster is a good idea.
Uh, no, I mean, is that really something wrong with the movie?
I don't. This
also
is
the fact
Good
that
Lord.
he's skipping like a good chunk of the movie that actually gives more detail.
Oh man, everybody knows the world building is for faggots.
I don't think that's world building.
It's sort of world building.
It's,
I
it's
mean,
character, it's backstory.
Mhm.
I mean, we
All we
learned,
know is that like really like from the story that Grandpa Joe is telling Charlie, like Willy Wonka is basically the Elon Musk on drugs.
Candy.
yeah, definitely. is.
Well, like, did you hear about the Coca-Cola scandal when it like came out in I think the 60s?
Yeah.
They were actually putting
Yeah, they
cocaine.
Coke had like trace amounts of cocaine in it.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Why do you think it's called Coca-Cola?
Oh my god! Wow, I'm so happy. I never drink that. You can kill slugs with that.
Mm-hmm.
But then they kind of just like fixed it.
Yeah.
I mean, it still rots your teeth, so does it really matter?
Yeah, I still drink it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Actually, no. I actually feel like these these drinks in the store that don't have any sugar in them.
Well, I drink a lot of Coca-Cola,
mean,
but
no
the best
sugar.
way to prevent
Sugar is
teeth
the thing that's like
rotting is to drink a bunch of water.
Water. Yes, I've got.
Yeah, I drink water all the time. I mean,
I've got an orange can of water with me at all times.
yeah.
Yeah, I have some water.
Yeah,
I
I
drink
want
about 4 liters of water a day.
We should probably move on. I don't
Yeah,
think we want to talk about water.
It did, you skipped it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I find the idea kind of stupid, but I mean, it also makes sense because I mean, it's like a spoiled Saudi Arabian prince idiot, like takes a palace out of.
Well, let's face it, that's a lot of
Yeah,
Saudi Arabian princes.
exactly. So it's not. I mean, I think they would be smart enough to know, but it makes. I mean, it roughly makes sense in the kind of world that this is anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny to think about if you watch this movie and you hate chocolate.
Yeah.
It's just the whole movie is just like, wow, these people have a fucking crazy obsession with chocolate. All right.
Yeah. It's
They
kind
began
of.
sending
Oh wait,
Weird.
I can't even hear anything, so that's why you guys were talking. You guys,
Okay.
all right? Fuck. My headset is dying, and I need to like regularly readjust.
Dying.
I
What do you mean by that? Okay.
I can hear you very quietly in my right ear. What are you guys saying?
Not
Does
much.
this
It was
help?
listening to you.
Okay, so that I don't know why, but that makes it like go 10 times louder, like it's like an old man kind of thing. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna mute myself and I'm gonna go dumpster diving. Not dumpster diving. I'm gonna like
You're
go to
gonna
my
go to the store and get.
I'm gonna go to my bedroom and try and find my fucking earplugs.
Oh, okay.
All right.
in spies to steal his secret recipes.
I'm not the most up to date on my sweet treat spycraft, but in general, wouldn't you rendezvous somewhere slightly further away from the very chocolate factory you were spying on?
No, you idiot. Like, mm.
Well, I have to agree on him, but it's only for theatrics.
Okay, let's just continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like.
Fickelgruber started making an ice cream that would never melt.
So wait, the not melting ice cream was actually invented and sold? And Grandpa Joe shouldn't be talking about it as if it's some big revelation.
But then,
What?
Well, I mean,
Well, this kid. Why would like this kid would like
this kid doesn't
wouldn't-
really have that much.
doesn't know everything. Wouldn't really be privy to all of the information on Earth, which is why.
And also, he's telling the origin story and not like the freaking fact that, like, oh yeah, it never melts. There's a difference between telling
Yeah.
this is how it came to be compared to, oh yes, this is just it and it's there. It's like reading the About Us page versus the product page on a website.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'd say it's more like, it's just like okay, it's like when, it's like if you tell a kid about an elephant, they'll be amazed. Like, I don't think Charlie has access to this type of stuff.
Yeah.
who's running the machines?
Nobody knows, Charlie.
It certainly is a mystery.
Not as big of a mystery as how no one ever f***ing told Charlie any of these stories before.
Okay,
What?
so
I mean, I don't know. He's
did
just
they?
a kid. He's not really gonna be like told everything, unless it's
Well, I
like
mean-
this Wonka guy is like.
I mean, I'm
famous.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it showed that Charlie is mostly like by himself. Like, I don't think the others are in their bed doing. I mean, like whatever they do.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's not like these people are just shown telling their stories to everyone, and like just somehow Charlie didn't hear it.
Yeah. I don't know what he thinks people act like in real life.
Mhm.
They just like go around telling crazy stories about literally everything they know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, time to move on.
Okay.
I'd give anything in the world just to go in one more time and see what's become of that amazing factory.
Grandpa Joe was foreshadowing
Who's
so
here?
hard right here, he
Ah, yes. It is
Oh,
I.
it's Michael.
Indeed.
Let's just. Okay.
might start smelling toast. So they just eat and go to bed. No one gets bathroom
Bruh.
breaks. All four of them are...
Don't do that.
Okay, so
No.
for this point, so for those 2 points, foreshadowing isn't bad.
Undeafen me.
So we just eat and go to bed.
Jeez.
No one gets to bed. Wait, what?
Come on.
Huh?
What do
Okay,
you
that was
mean?
like being suffocated.
Does he
I mean,
like? Does he
you're not
think that
supposed to
like they
think.
stay in bed pretty much all day?
Are you guys
Yeah, I
saying?
mean, like, you think, I mean, like, do you really, I mean, like, you're just supposed to assume they get out of bed at some points. Like, I don't think. Well, I mean, I thought that, but. I
Oh,
mean,
holy
like,
smokes, we're live.
yes, we're live, you idiot. Now get out of this call, or else.
Well,
Let me
Ahem.
just. Rolls.
Episode about before somebody stupid kicks me again.
Okay.
Just keep going.
I put him in
bedpanning it?
rolls.
Things impossible, Charlie.
Senile character suddenly becomes lucid, just in time to give sobering words of encouragement cliche. Also, this all seems...
What?
Senile people can't say nothing's impossible. I believe the word senile, but I mean, I haven't watched the movie in like 3 years.
has you ever been around senile people?
I mean, like, senile people aren't just.
About it, everybody just on his computer all day.
Mm-hmm.
No, Michael, you
It's a
have
wonder too.
Michael, you're not going to be able to do this podcast if you like. You have to show up beforehand.
What?
Seems like strange motivation.
No, I'm just talking to Michael. Like,
okay.
It's a wonder how this guy is even married.
wait, this guy's married?
Yeah, Cinemasins is married.
Well, I mean, he makes a lot of dough, so.
Yeah, but like with his idiocy,
What do you think? I mean, like, his wife's probably a gold digger.
she's like the wife of the rich guy in this movie. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay.
For something that hasn't even happened yet. Charlie's family seems to be creating this goal for Charlie to get in Wonka's factory even before the golden ticket news has been announced.
No.
Minutes of confection.
Oh, sorry.
Michael, give me back your rolls. I promise. Okay. So what was it?
One more time and see what's become of that.
Sobering words of encouragement cliche. Also, this all seems like strange motivation for something that hasn't even happened yet. Charlie's family seems to be creating this goal for Charlie to get in Wonka's factory even before the golden ticket news has been announced.
No, I mean, like, they're
No,
just wishful thinking.
that's stupid.
What do you mean? Like, can you explain that? Like, to me, it's just
I don't
like,
know.
okay, they just want to go.
I mean, I would ask, has there been anything in this movie that establishes that there is absolutely no physical way to get inside the factory ever again?
Yeah.
Ever.
Yes.
As
Well, I mean, it's established.
actually, it
that
doesn't
no
really
one ever-
matter. I would just say that, like, it's not even relevant. The
Well,
way that the way that the grandpa describes it is like it's the best place ever, full of candy. You know, it's chocolate.
Yeah.
So of
Well,
course this kid, you know, being a kid, would want to go to a factory with
No,
chocolate.
man, this kid is like really. This kid is like just the perfect kid ever.
Doesn't like sweet stuff. He only eats healthy food. He's like on a keto diet.
No, and he's just like he goes down to the local orphanage every day. And, like,
Well, no, because he has cabbage soup every day. As there's literally a line that the mom says, "Oh well, nothing goes better with cabbage than cabbage," and then cuts a
He just
head of cabbage and puts it in the water.
he just saves the zebras every single day.
Yeah, he just goes down to
Just
the.
goes and saves them, and he he goes to his local Jedi temple and just like or just killing kids to make sure that they don't have any dark thoughts. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Indeed, that very night,
Charlie died from severe hypothermia from a gaping hole in the roof, mere inches from his bed.
No, I mean like.
No. Fuck off.
No,
It's
if he got cold, he probably would have turned the side over. Like you're acting like he has to. There's nothing establishing that he's just subjecting himself to the coldness.
And has this guy ever gone camping in the winter? Because I have.
Oh, I have too. It's not pleasant, but you don't die of hypothermia.
Especially with that light of a
Damn.
dusting.
Oh, so that's a really good shot right there.
It
Oh.
is.
Looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I dig a good Danny Elfman score as much as the next guy, but sometimes I get the feeling he's just been using variations on the Men in Black score for every movie since 1997.
No.
That better not be an actual sin.
That was a sin.
No way.
So,
Yep.
This guy's insufferable. I can't. I'm bored.
No, man. Like, okay, so what have we learned?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So
This honestly feels like satire, like actual satire. I don't know. Like, they might actually be right when they say it's a satire because it's just that bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Dozens of people just happen to be converging on this poll at the exact same time? Were they all just there for the every second Thursday telephone poll snow orgy and happen to find this message from Wonka?
Dear people.
I don't know. You have a really big, colorful sign that says Wonka on it, and then it says "Dear people of the world." I think everyone would be fucking interested in that, don't you, Cinemasins?
Yeah, and like if there's like a few people there, then more people are gonna show up. And you just got like a giant crowd.
Yes, but like that was trying to play devil's advocate. That was instantaneous. Like they just all converged there at that one moment.
It's possible. I don't know. We don't like see the entire shot.
Yeah, and also if you go back, you can
Maybe
see
he
it
just
on like every single poll.
Yeah, it's like everywhere. Like, okay. I guess we'll have to.
Dear people of the world.
The world? So did the delivery boys ride those Vespas around the entire world to post these notices in one night? What kind of Santa sleigh bull is that? Also,
Maybe.
I think logistically that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, okay. Like this movie does have a bit of a logistics problem, but I guess you're not supposed to think about it.
Yeah, but also you just have to think about like how does the Wonka bars get around the world?
What do you mean? Like there's airports?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can clearly see that there are Wonka trucks, so...
Yes, and they ship those to the airports, and like I don't think...
So my guess is that massive of a chocolate factory, they have their own delivery system worldwide, so...
Yeah, I suppose, but I would just be like, how do they get it from like... How do they get it to like pretty much every place on Earth?
Oh, because they're popular on every place on Earth.
Yeah.
Well, according to this, it's like they literally scoured every single like square inch.
No, I don't think you're
house.
I don't think you're gonna see some South American jungle get Wonka bars.
But like, what if there's houses there?
Well, technically, like...
I wanna hear what he says again.
Yeah.
From Wonka?
Dear people of the world.
The world? So did the delivery boys ride those Vespas around the entire...
Yeah, one night's kind of insane. One night's kind of crazy. I like over the course of 24 hours, like I see that being feasible. Possible, unlikely, but possible.
Maybe maybe the planes were
Like-
sent out and these
Mm,
motorcycles
like-
afterwards.
10 hours. That's 10, 12 hours. Like that's kind of crazy. Also, the fact that I don't really know what he means by like one night. Like he is like not the entire world is at night all at once.
You can do that.
Oh my god! I just realized something.
It's hard, but like
They can call
if you're well coordinated enough, there's enough time that even with the time zones, there's enough time to do it.
I suppose it's just very unlikely.
Well, I mean, like he has the best technology ever. This guy is.
Yeah, but they're just going around on like bikes.
Yeah, but this
no,
is for
are you
this
sure they're not?
city
They're
only.
just
Post these notices and
Like they're just like pedaling them.
No. What I'm saying is that like they're just Wonka planes just dropping leaflets on the ground. Just
There might be, but we don't ever see any.
I just realized something.
yeah, I guess that's a small plot hole.
They can call Willy Wonka like racist because he like recruits people in some random African tribe.
It's not African. It's South American.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, Replica? Did you just
What do
assume
you
that
mean?
South Americans are African? That's racist.
No. Okay, Airborne. Replica. He's giving them a better job. I don't think like.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the white guy is in charge of all the like.
The white guy is giving a better job and enslaving these people, giving them no wages. Yeah, I can see why.
When you actually look at the commentary for this movie, it's really hilarious because Tim Burton said, "Oh yeah, I like Ewoks," so I just kind of based him off of that.
Ewoks.
Ah, yes.
No, Ewoks are terrible because Return of the Jedi is terrible. According to Cosmo Man.
Okay, so like I guess we have to concede on this point that.
Well, it's not as stupid as he makes it sound, but it is.
No, it's not, but it's still a contrivance.
It's a bit silly.
It's
Yeah,
a contrivance, but he's overblowing it.
Yeah, well, Infamous said something nice. There's no point to do a Cinemasins video, and I agree, but we need content, man.
Yes, we do.
This is why I joined in because I'm slightly drunk to give the content. To give
Oh, of
the
course.
peak.
Yeah.
Now let's move on.
Yes.
Some night? What kind of Santa sleigh bull is that? Also, where did that massive staff come from? They're not Oompa Loompas.
You could have hired them before. That's not really like.
They're freaking tiny men. You can hide them in the factory. Also, later on in the movie, when you see how massive the factory is, I'm pretty sure they have lodging there.
Also, could I just like hired them for this specific job?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's like all. That's what I.
Right.
And
sorry.
then ship them back to South Africa afterwards.
No, they'll just ship them to Jamaica and they work on the plantations.
Wonka trusted them to deliver all these notices and the chocolates with the golden tickets, even though he swore off humanity years ago.
One of these children shall receive a special prize beyond anything you could ever imagine.
You're giving them the factory,
Just one?
right?
What?
I think you may be selling my imagination.
I have not seen this movie in a while. Did you say just like one kid gets it?
No,
Yeah, one kid gets a prize, but everyone gets the chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Short, Wonka, because I totally just pulled off imagining that.
Yes, but you can't imagine what's inside the factory.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like an unknown of what's inside the factory. There's probably like.
I
Yeah, there's
forget-
probably a bunch of crazy stuff.
Maybe they have like those they have maybe I wish they had sour bombs where you just bomb where you could just like fly over and just bomb them with sour.
Mhm.
The fuck are you?
But I forget which YouTuber it was, but they did a video that a movie dealing with a train going through like a tundra that like you have to kill to advance. to like the better see is actually the sequel to this movie.
Oh, okay, I gotta go now, like, for a moment.
Alright.
I'd be that. Right, well, there was a sequel to this? No.
No, there wasn't, but someone was making a theory of it.
Ah, okay.
Now let's continue.
Somebody. Oh,
Candy
shit.
bar
Deviant just want
anywhere,
to press the
in
button.
any shop, in any street, in any town, in any country, in the world.
As long as the 5 winners can speak English for the movie's sake. Haha, I get it. Kids.
Okay. They could just get a translator, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Wonka's rich. He could hire somebody.
Fat and loves chocolate. But you're telling me his mother wouldn't clean the chocolate off his face before he goes in front of the cameras?
The kid's spoiled.
Yeah, but...
And also gluttonous.
Well, yeah, but it's like the mother would just like say stop being gluttonous and get that chocolate off your face. But obviously that's not gonna happen if the kid's spoiled as he is. Like I'm like even I'm pretty skinny, even though I eat a lot. It's like if my parents were like insanely spoiling to me and I got fat, it's like they're already pretty nice to me now. It's because it'd be absolutely crazy if they got me like fat. Just be like, yeah, I was 1,000th chocolate bar of the day.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Man spoils daughter, and no good ever comes from spoiling a child like that.
Someone hasn't been keeping up with the Kardashians.
Altogether,
What?
the 3.
The
How is it an actual
Kardashians are
fan?
shit.
It's like a family of shitheads being...
Yeah, no one
shitty
even
people.
likes them.
Yeah.
Nothing good has come from the Kardashians except STDs, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, hostile crimes, tax evasion. Need I go on?
Those are good things?
According to Cinemasins, they are.
381 years old. We don't wait.
Damn, that was either some quick math by Grandpa Joe, or he's been creepily monitoring this total for a while now.
What is creepy about... Hold,
What's the point
hold
of this
the
tension-filled fake-out
pause
reveal?
it, pause
Is there a
it.
single...
How is it weird for him to... He's stuck on sitting on a bed. What do you not know how much you can think about when you're stuck on a bed? I know he's old, but it doesn't mean his mind doesn't work anymore. What the fuck? This is ridiculous. Like, how would he like? I understand it's a weird like thing that he's able to say it that quickly, but I'm pretty sure this is like something that could easily be chalked up as like one of the many things he learned or got into his head as he's sitting there perpetually stuck to his fucking bed. By the way, can I just say that when I saw this movie, I was like blown away by the fact that his grandpa guy could actually get out of bed. I was like, what?
Oh, you haven't seen the original?
Well, I naturally assumed because I watched this when I was a child, you know, I assumed that because they were in the bed they couldn't walk, but that like he actually could. So I still remember finding that kind of funny. Yeah, I did see the original, but that was only like years later once I was already like an adult.
I grew up on the original, then I saw this movie.
You probably find that one better than this one, like, but
I don't know because I like both.
Oh, nice.
I do prefer the Grandpa Joe in the original because he was a bit more of a troublemaker.
Yeah.
And like just growing up with my grandpa, like when you're that old, you kind of are allowed to get away with certain stuff, and that's just very much the grandpa humor.
Yeah. because and what makes it hilarious is because it's not actually true. Like it's because it's really just people assuming that you're not that you're not as capable anymore as you were before. In reality, you absolutely often you still are. I mean, to be fair, like my grandpa, even now that I'm in my 20s, he's still actually kind of young he's not even 70 yet. So I've always had the privilege of having a really young one. But I'm sure what you experience is also interesting, I guess. By the way you talk about him, I assume he has ceased to be.
Yeah. The only one who is left is my dad's mom.
Condolences, man. I'm sure he must have been awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to press this button. All right. Shit.
Single human watching this movie that doesn't know that Bucket Boy is going to eventually get a ticket.
All you had to do was check the manufacturing dates, offset by weather, and the derivative of the Nikkei index.
Fine, I'll give you manufacturing dates and weather. But Nikkei index? What does the Tokyo stock market have to do with anything? And regarding Mike's strategy, the bar with the ticket would still have to randomly end up in Denver, right?
You ungrateful little butt!
Jesus, does Mr. Buckets have Beats by Dre sound-canceling abilities in his hands? Charlie should still be able to hear at least some of Grandpa George's tapestry of profanity. Oh, for the love of Roald Dahl, how many times do we need to go through this disappointment nonsense? We spent the first 30 minutes of this movie on golden ticket fake-outs, poverty porn, and being narrated at. Can we get to some chocolate factoring already?
Extremely poor. They're extremely poor. Like, him... Like, trying this is like... I mean, I don't know about you, but I can relate really well with that 1 in a million kind of feel. Just... I mean, what he's trying is... I mean, it was really well executed. Like, I don't... I mean, it's just Cinemasins, man. Like, yeah, so like his complaints are more like jokes. They're not really complaints because if you actually go into the scene, there's so much cool stuff going on in there. Like, I mean, the music and the anticipation in everybody's eyes and everything, and then finding out that it's just a normal candy bar, and then just going like, oh well, you win some, you lose some. Like it was probably never gonna happen anyway. And then it ends up, and like the more that happens in the movie, the like more unbelievable it seems they're ever gonna get it until he literally gets a 1 in a million and ends up getting the freaking chocolate bar that has the ticket.
Yeah, how would you describe this movie is the mystery box idea that J.J. Abrams does, but in this movie it's done right.
Our story is about mystery boxes. Is it really a mystery box, or is it just like a what-if scenario? Like the random chance.
It's a mystery box because there is the whole mystery of the chocolate factory, like what's inside, who's going to get it. You add
yeah, but just like the idea of like the ticket lottery, that's not really a mystery box.
Oh yeah, that is a what if, but like everything surrounding that what if is very much a mystery box.
Yeah, like what happens after that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it. Everyone, press the button.
Sorry.
One courtful scrumptious fudge mellow delight, please.
Charlie finds $10 in the snow, and his first thought is to buy a third candy bar, even after overhearing that the last ticket was already found. No worries, Charlie. You've got a family of 7 in a one-room shack.
Hey, really?
Well, I mean...
You do that?
Well, Cinemasins, like, you have to understand, that's his grandpa that used to work for him. He's not the only one in the family who would love nothing more than to actually get that ticket. Like, like it's...
Yeah, but if he's already heard the last ticket's been found, then What is the why? What is the reason for getting a candy bar?
Child.
Is he just retarded?
No, he's not retarded, you idiot. He's just like, look, how do I put it? It's like many times I guess it's not exactly unique. Like people still tell me this today, but often, I don't know. I try and do something, just fill in the blanks. What? And somebody tells me to give up, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna give up. And he's sort of like that, where he's just like, well, I got 20. I can spend like a little bit of it on getting a candy bar, like the one chance to like get, maybe
Or
get a
it's
new one.
just like, you know what? Everyone's disappointed, so I'm going to get a candy bar for everyone. Or for myself to cure my temporary depression.
That's
Oh, yeah.
possible.
That could also be.
I would guess that like I haven't seen the movie in a while. If his reason is just like I want to get the ticket, then that's really stupid. Is it dumb?
It's just like, oh, I'm just going to get a plain old candy bar and just eat part of it, then take the rest home and give it to Grandpa.
Yeah, yeah. I think like get $10, buy something.
That is one heck of an expensive candy bar for $10.
Yeah, that's a
Willy
rip.
Wonka.
Sure, but like full size is at I don't know, my local Walgreens. Like
no. I'm not. It's absolutely justified, the price, because even though it's absolutely retarded and I would never buy it in real life, like they have these insanely high priced. I don't know what the name is, but it's something like Tony's Chunkaloni. I don't know, and they're like $2.50 or something. And then there's these even more expensive ones that were like made in Africa that are like wrapped in this aluminium foil that have like special tastes. And some of them are delicious. Some of them are fucking disgusting beyond belief. But those are like $3 or whatever. And if we would have Willy Wonka in real life, then I could totally see his being 10, because his are like even better, and they're like even bigger, and like I could totally believe it being 10. I can totally believe that.
At most, I can see him being $4.75 or $5.
yeah,
His chocolate bars are like the chocolate bars to end all chocolate bars. Like
Here's
the
the thing,
best
do you know
one
what
in the world.
Toblerones are?
I'm sorry.
But the other ones probably went out of business. Like he's like got a
Yes, but
monopoly.
here's the thing, do you know what
Monopolize
Toblerones
the
are?
candy industry.
What did you say?
Monopolize the industry.
No,
I have a point to this, but do you know the chocolate bar Toblerone?
Toblerone, yeah.
Yeah, at the store down the street, I can get a 3-foot long Toblerone.
3 foot long?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean,
And guess how much they cost?
$3, $4,
$3.25.
$25.
$3.25.
What a deal.
You know what? Tomorrow, I'll actually go to the store, take a picture of it, and send it to you.
Stupid fucking movie always makes me want to eat chocolate. I hate it. I'm not
I
a
don't even
woman.
like eat chocolate that much anymore. Like the most they have is like these bars that are just like nuts held together by chocolate.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like,
I'm not a woman. I don't need to eat that. Women with their ridiculous obsessions with chocolate.
Yeah, that is true. They do like chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I like chocolate. I just don't have it very much anymore.
Chocolate?
Chocolate? For every meal.
The best way to cure a woman's anger is chocolate and roses.
I'll keep that in mind.
That's a gorgeous shot. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Willy Wonka,
This whole puppet carousel is the perfect metaphor for this movie. A fake plastic reproduction that's annoyingly loud and garish and ends up completely going down in flames. Tim Burton obviously decided the 1971 version of this story didn't have enough nightmare fuel.
Yeah, Willy Wonka, the first one is it's kind of creepy at times.
Yeah, the original Willy Wonka, like,
I mean, I still like it. It's charming.
yeah, but you have to admit there are scenes in that movie where it's just like the writers were on crack or something.
Yeah.
They were high.
It's got a really hellish production behind the scenes. Like this one, the one girl, the one that was like really spoiled and bratty, kneeled down on this rock by accident and got such a bad gash on her knee that it's like scarred over her entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's still alive.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, this is like from the 70s. Like I was like, that just sort of went down on me. I was like, her whole life. Oh, wait a minute, she was a child, and now I was imagining her as a child, and I was like, oh, she's an adult. Holy shit. Time flies, man. It's fucking insane. But yeah, that's cool, I guess. I don't think I had much more to say. Okay. Click the video.
Isn't that just magnificent?
Where exactly did Wonka come from, if the entrance to the factory is right in front of them? Also, wouldn't there be at least a murmur from the crowd behind the gate from seeing Wonka for the first time in ages?
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
If you listen closely with the right kind of ears, somewhere in the middle of that line, you can hear the exact moment the world had had enough of Johnny Depp's nonsense.
And the rest of you must be there.
What was that against Johnny Depp?
He still did Pirates of the Caribbean after this.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, he even doesn't do drugs anymore. So,
Johnny Depp was like amazing Pirates of the Caribbean, and what else is the end that I really like? He's in Rango.
Yeah, and also wasn't he Edward Scissorhands in one movie?
I don't know. That's
Edward Scissorhands. What the fuck?
I think it was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, well that makes some more sense. I've seen there's a lot of movies I have seen, but there's also a fuck ton I haven't. And when some people reference them, I just sometimes go, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Fake fan. You don't watch all movies. What's wrong with you?
Oh, so he
Fake
was in
fan.
that questionable remake of The Lone Ranger.
Yeah, but he still gave a good performance.
Oh
What the
yes,
hell
he
is
did.
the Low Ranger?
A American classic.
Okay.
Think John Wayne.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a pretty funny movie. It's just kind of
Well, it was originally a TV show. Really good TV show.
yeah. That may...
Yeah. Moms and dads. Dad?
That's Johnny. He looks nothing like Johnny Depp. It always weirded me out.
Well,
Yeah.
it's him without a beard, without stuff. He's basically a large child. It makes sense.
Yeah, let's look at a picture of Johnny Depp. Even like how he looks normal, he still looks vaguely like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks weird.
Yeah, I
course,
think it's the
not Johnny
fact that like they removed every facial hair, every hair follicle on his face, except for the eyebrows and eyelashes.
They made those a little bit too big, if you ask me.
Well, I think it adds to Willy Wonka's like personality with the eyebrows.
Oh, definitely. Like it's it just you know how it is. Like it makes him look slightly more gay.
No, I want to say it makes him look more out there.
Oh, that too. Yeah,
I cannot
it's
begin
fine.
to tell you how quickly and forcefully I would remove children from this man's presence.
Would you like some chocolate?
Yeah, at least I don't know. I mean, like Gene Wilder was like charming and funny. This guy's just weird.
Are there people in the chat talking? By the way, I'm not.
I have no clue. Oh, it's just infamous.
Oh,
Resorting to the
fucking
bottom
Christ!
of
I knew it. Something was telling me that he was gonna say something stupid.
You're resorting to the bottom of the fucking barrel for something to watch. Yes, we are.
No, we're not. Airborne just is. He does stuff without telling me, and then we do stupid shit like this.
It wasn't me. It was Spooky Mask.
I don't know if you idiots. You're not idiots. Why did I? Whatever. I don't know if you guys know, but I actually have a stockpile of videos where you can totally cover. Like, all you need to do is just ask me, but nobody ever does that.
This is a good movie for me to cover while being slightly drunk.
Okay, stop mentioning that you're slightly drunk. I get it. It's
I'm gonna get flagged. What's wrong with you?
Flagged? No,
take it
more
down.
just awkwarded. But continue the fucking video.
I'll continue the fucking video when I want to, Replica.
Sure, then you should have watched some.
But why? You're literally in a chocolate factory. Pretty sure that was the one thing you didn't need to bring. Also, movie is deeply committed to us hating every single character that isn't named Bucket. I don't care how much you like good old...
The character likes chocolate. In the factory isn't just like giving out chocolate for free.
Also, the fact that, like, let's see, you have... It's basically 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh, yeah.
Versus, like, virtue and selflessness. Because you have gluttony, wrath, I'm blanking. I had them.
Sorry. Fucking shit. Yeah, I clearly need to read the Bible again. In fact, I need to do a lot of things when it comes to that stuff.
Gluttony, wrath, pride.
Yeah, I mean, like the original Willy Wonka had that too, though.
Yeah, but it's basically like what it's showing is just like the 7 deadly sins in children.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, there's definitely a lot going on with that, like the whole arrogance and that kind of shit. Though, if you're a Christian, you kind of already know that. But it is nice that they always like to teach those morals to people. Well, I wish they did that today.
Same.
Same indeed. So definitely teach my... Yeah. I think that's like part of why I like the remake, is because it doesn't lose that. Like, you see that with a lot of remakes today, that they just abandon any sense of, you know, like the
moral compass.
Yeah, like you see it with the remake of Mulan, like it's just a soulless propaganda film. Nothing about self-discipline or, you know, it's just being a
and
woman.
also it's just my personal theory that the reason why movies are so shit today is that you can't offend anyone. So you can't have like a pure evil person.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because
Rise Skywalker had the Palpatine.
Yeah, Palpatine. Yeah, but it was like
he's literally all of the evil people. He's all of the Sith.
Yes, but at the same time he was dead.
I love that line.
What? I am all the Sith.
It is like it is just pure laughter and hilarity. It's gold.
I am all this. Oh, you need to
And
not
then you
say.
have Rey with, and I am all the Jedi.
All the Jedi. Yeah.
Hearing fucking Ian McDermott say that fanfic line is just too much.
Let's keep going.
Charlie, that is A lot of assholery to sit through. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of imitation.
Fuck you.
I mean,
Sorry.
it kind of looks ugly. I'm not gonna lie.
What? It looks
I
good.
like I don't know. Let's put a picture. Willy Wonka Chocolate River.
Don't go like the Chalk Factory. That's a meme video. Hi,
Can't really find a good shot. That was the one that I wanted.
You need to make the beauty of Charlie and the Chalk Factory.
Chalk Factory.
No, Charlie and the Coke Factory.
You saw that one, right?
No, I've never seen it.
I love how they turned
I should probably start making videos that aren't Star Wars at some point because I'm gonna run out of content.
You're airborne. You're first airborne. You gotta make
Inside 19. Like it had a wider range of color. I guess is what I'm saying. This is like mostly just like
and
red
also
and
you
green.
got to remember it's Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit! I just remembered. So I'm gonna make a video on this one guy. I don't know what his channel name. I don't care. Anyway, he's got this video about why the Phantom Menace fight sucks. Now I don't think I need you, but I think it's fun if we can double, triple, ultra kill this shit. So, fighting expert, you come back to me on that later. All right?
Yes.
When you're not
It
drunk.
has been approximately 15 seconds, so it's later. Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this.
My meadow?
Totally
Try
not
some of my
sarcastic.
grass.
I am guessing there were many involved in this head trip of a movie that did indeed try some of Wonka's grass.
You can eat.
Who's here? Oh, it's Spookiver.
First off, if you're going to make a drug joke, you're using it wrong. It's not grass, it's leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
What's
I'm
going
from
on, Oliver?
Detroit.
We're just
I
covering
know
some-
drug culture.
Okay. Okay.
But would you want to? They've been walking all over that. I understand they had to make these kids unlikable, but Tim Burton went way over the top with this. I mean, if you're going to remake this, why not give these characters a tiny bit of nuance instead of doubling down on the
Wait,
assholitude?
but the nuance would like ruin if they hold up, wait, so they do get nuance because like the rich father guy is like, I'm not gonna spoil you anymore because you're a fucking idiot. The fat mother is like, oh, we're not gonna do this fat bullshit anymore. Like they all learn from their mistakes, so they clearly know that their behavior towards their children is like gonna get them killed, and it's just really stupid to do that. Like, I mean, I'm not sure they all learn the lesson, but definitely some of them. I mean, even the ones that probably won't learn the lesson, they're definitely gonna know for the rest of their life not to do that. I mean, the fucking TV guy, his dad is like now got a son that's like stretched out. I love this movie. I started to remember how much fun that was. That was hilarious. Ah, this is great. I gotta go watch it again. That sounds like fun.
I mean, the kids are kind of over the top with how like mean they are. I think that the older ones had like a wider range of personality. Like the kid with a gun. I love that guy.
There's a cowboy. Yeah,
the cowboy. Yeah.
Turn him into a video gamer. In the new one.
Oh my
A pro gamer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory start an incel.
Right.
I don't know. I thought he was a pretty good
It could have
character.
been worse. Violet.
He was fun.
It could have been worse. The karate girl Violet could have been an e-girl.
Oh my god.
A Twitch streamer girl.
She really couldn't have because that didn't exist back then. Like as weird as it is to say, the remake,
no, what?
the Willy Wonka remake of 2005 was still before that time.
Yeah, but what if they remade the remake?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Today?
Imported direct from Loompa Land.
What the f would Wonka have done if he didn't happen upon a sudden and conveniently subservient workforce? He'd already fired his entire staff, right? Movie wants us to believe that as fastidious and I don't know whatever's going on with Willy Wonka, he traveled through a fucking jungle.
Hornswogglers and snoz.
What?
Okay, hold up. I think it's safe to assume that if he that he still had his I don't think he would fire his workforce without a replacement. Like, I'm pretty sure he found them before he fired them. That would, I mean,
oh my god.
I mean, like, it would be perfect because, like, once he found them, it would be like, okay, now I can just get rid of all the other ones because they're useless.
Can I say it?
Makes sense.
Like,
I guess thinking about it and inferring shit is not
Jeremy
an option, I guess.
says,
What are you saying, Oliver? What the hell are you doing?
you know, the running gag of Birdman, where every time Jeremy from Cinemasins says something.
Okay, thank you very much. Continue video.
Terrible, wicked wangdoodles.
What are the nicknames for my penis? I'll take overactors named Johnny for 500, Alex. Sword swallowing.
I went to Loompa
I don't.
Land
What
looking
the
for
hell
some-
did he even say? I don't.
I have no clue.
Man, you know, I like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually, I still like to right now like Cinemasins, but I'm actually beginning to understand why people hate him now. Like, he's just not saying anything. Like, it's just. Well, I mean, yes, he is saying things, but it's like really low IQ, basically.
Best way to describe it is from the Phantom Menace. Just because you have the ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
I love that deleted scene from the Phantom Menace where he's like, "Do you, do you still think that he cheated?" Yes. Oh, well, then you're just gonna have to tolerate his opinion.
Yes.
Oh, I love George Lucas so much better. I would make George. Who would want George Lucas as president?
I feel like he would divide the country in half and like make each side identical, because then the country would be like poetry, so it would rhyme.
And this is why Airborne hasn't been removed from the podcast, because for all his annoyingness, he will always be the smartest man on earth and say smart things on earth.
Questionable, but okay.
Don't question the replicant, especially not when he's tired and it's 4 a.m. Move the fucking thing. The video. I talk about it like it's a car. Start the video.
Okay.
Man, I totally wouldn't have believed that these Oompa Loompas existed if I didn't have this completely necessary backstory.
Yeah, but you would have, if the backstory wasn't there, you would have said, "Oh, they're here without a backstory." Like, which one is it?
Backstory of Wonka.
And guarantee fucking to you, he would have said where they come from if they hadn't explained it.
Also, if you look, you can see the inspiration that Tim Burton got from the Ewoks.
Yeah, it was pretty good, I guess. What are you doing?
Compare this scene to C-3PO from the bedtime story, as it's called.
Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Continue the fucking Airborne. Get to the pressing of the buttons, man.
Fine.
I'm more willing that Wonka learn the Loompa language and could communicate with them than being able to acquire all the passports and documentation it would take to get them back to his factory.
Hey, little boy, my chocolate must.
Well, he's pretty rich. I don't think it was that hard. Also, they don't know his language. Well, okay, they might know it because I mean they do speak I mean, they can sing in English, so I assume they can talk in it a little bit, but they mostly don't seem to want to. It's not very clear. I mean, I guess it's kind of a flaw. Like, oh, they can sing it, so therefore, they should just be able to say it. Yet they still do that weird hand gesture thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can we
just? Can we take a?
Yeah, we're going to say the same thing. I know you're going to say this. Because there's no other possibility. Can we all just take a moment to appreciate that guy for being like the best actor in the whole series? Like, he's the guy who played the Oompa Loompa is fucking fantastic.
Yes, I was going to say that. Because let's see, he's been in Lord of the Rings, Narnia. Yeah.
Wait, he's been in that? What the fuck?
He was the double for Gimli for Frodo.
Oh, wait, he's actually a small person?
What?
Yeah, during a lot of action scenes, like when you see Aragorn and Frodo on the boat traveling down the river in Fellowship of the Ring, that's the actor.
Wow. I don't even know how that works. What? Okay, I need to go look up on this. Maybe I need to make a show called Appreciating Random People. All right, well, I didn't say that. Continue the videos.
Be untouched by human hands.
That doesn't seem like a great marketing strategy.
It does.
It's just the process of making it, you know?
Yeah.
This is wow. That is really stupid. Wow.
That is like
he's basically like, oh, why does the guy complain that you put your fingers in his cooking thing?
Yeah, it's like if a chef is making a 5-star meal and I just take my middle finger, shove it up my rear, and then just plunge it into the 5-star meal as it's being cooked. It's like, you can see why Wonka is saying my chocolate must not be touched by human hands.
Yeah, it's like a global thing. Like, any chocolate factory wouldn't want that. I don't think. Unless I don't know if it's like a fucking Zimbabwe chocolate. Shut the fuck up, Jimmy. All right. Well, okay. Airborne press button.
Also, why didn't Wonka tell them that from the beginning? There was one fucking rule.
Because he didn't think that would like go to his chocolate river and start like gobbling down the milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They can eat everything, but it's like,
Yep.
Why do all the Oompa Loompas look the same? Why are they miniature humans? Or did they find their love for musical theater?
Is that not funny? Like, I'm not even asking you if it makes sense. I'm just asking you, like, are you not amused by this? Like, this would strike me as a I take sin away for hilarity moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, usually, I mean, like, it's like one away for like the thumbs up that BB-8 does in The Force Awakens, which like that's probably like the only time I laughed during the entire sequel trilogy. And I'm pretty easy to make. I'm pretty easy to make laugh. You know, I laugh a lot.
Not to be like elitist about like how Cinemasins is supposed to make and stuff, but I always feel like that takes sin away thing. I always feel like that should happen like way more often. Like, you know, like way more often. Like, I don't know, just like every movie should have at least like 50 of them. Because, you know, like, I mean, if he like does Terminator or something, like police station shootout, take away 50 sins for awesome. You know, like just stuff like that. But he doesn't seem to do that whatsoever. Like, I almost kind of want Cinema Sins and Wins to like team up and just do a show together and just sort of have like a general counter. And I feel like that would be way better as like a thing, because at least then it would be like a more balanced thing, if you get what I mean. But then they would also have to drop the retarded sins like narration.
Well,
or
that's like
extended
Anomaly and PSA Stitch agreeing on the prequels.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
I think PSA Stitch might be one of the worst people in the prequels we've ever had. Like, he's just blatantly ignorant and he doesn't care. I thought that 10 years ago it was decided they were bad movies. Fuck off. I'm a fucking retard. Airborne, if you had to, if your job,
body latex
Airborne, if your job was to press the button, I would have fired you by now.
Well, my job is not to press the button. Why
Why do
can't
they
you
write
do it?
songs like a 5th grader trying to figure out what rhymes with poop? Look, movie. You're the one that wanted to give the backstory for these guys, so now I need to know.
You would have complained if it wasn't there. Like, I still maintain that. Like, don't pretend like you. Don't pretend like you like you're expecting some like massive thing from the movie. Fucking hell, you literally like took a sin off for Force Awakens when Rey was piloting the stupid fucking machine thing without experience. And you were like, "Sit away from awesome." So you clearly don't think about this to like a serious degree. Guys, have my back here. Don't just be quiet and make this awkward.
No, it's just like
No, it's
he's
like
going.
to engage with this on any sort of level.
He says he needs to know the backstories for the Oompa Loompas, but yet the backstory was already given.
I think I find it weird why like they all look the same, but I don't think that's really a problem.
Sorry, I just realized that we're actually discussing this movie. Like, my mind is not like. Yeah, we are discussing if the backstory of the Oompa Loompas is actually like well done. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, this is stupid.
No,
I mean, this
if I
movie
know my
is good.
I'm Cinemasins is not doing a very good job confirming my bias.
School physics, and I probably don't. When you have an overweight child object stuck in your vacuum, isn't the pressure above the blockage, not below? So why would it be spraying out like this all the way down here? So did the sun...
What? No. It makes no sense.
Hold up, what's happening?
I know, right?
You're saying that like the pressure would be above the blockage and not below it, but if he's like clogging up everything that's below him, which is the chocolate, then that chocolate would be building up.
Oh yeah, it would send him.
That's just like
upwards.
A blatant.
No, but it's not just normal like chocolate. It's also like pressurized because it's like directly being sucked up by the machine.
Right.
Also, the fact that have you ever been vacuuming with a hose, and then like you suck up a like candy wrapper or something, and it gets stuck in the hose, so then you have to cover the opening with your hand to build pressure.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much how it works. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've never done that. I just said no compulsively. I mean, yes, compulsively. I'm very tired.
Song and dance number situation? Because the Oompa Loompas otherwise did jack.
Okay. Yep. They just danced because it's funny. I don't know. That's just what they do, man. We got a harsher vibe.
It's the dance of death.
I know in the book, like all the kids make it out okay, but like their fates are really uncertain in like the movies.
Well, we're shown that, like they've all survived in the remake, but in the original, it's like not.
Yeah, I know. Like the cowboy kid obviously survives because he just gets made small.
That moment when he complains that his mom puts him in her purse.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Then like the bratty one actually like her death is actually like genuinely uncertain because like he's like because Willy Wonka's like oh I don't remember if they like if that viaduct goes to the egg sorting room or to the heater.
It's actually really disturbing that I think about it.
And then Violet just gets like rolled out, so it's like they don't know if we don't know if she's like dead or not, but she might just be like a fat blob for the rest of her life. And then Augustus just kind of is like, oh yeah, he might die, he might not, who knows.
He probably drowns to death in chocolate.
Yeah, he actually. That's the funny thing is that I remember thinking like nothing else could have happened. Like obviously we see him later, covered in chocolate, but he might very well could have like totally happened. I mean, it might have in the original. That's like one of those things that like I would actually argue that the remake and the original are very close in terms of quality, but that kind of like uncertainty and shit that makes the original just so much more fun because it's just like it's not like what like you know I realized something like when I watched the original like in the remake you see a TV guy like stretched out and like really long and while it's funny to look at like the way they do it in the original you know just take him to the stretch room bye okay we never see him again what the fuck is the stretch room like that's actually hilarious comedic potential right there. What the fuck is a stretch room?
It sounds like a very, very creepy adult film.
Yeah, it's fucking perfect.
Yeah, it's. I kind of wish more movies were like it. Honestly, just like that, like dark, twisted humor that it had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you assume they're fine, but like if you really think about it, it's just I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the original. I don't think the remake really fucks it up necessarily. It just like they didn't need to. I mean, I guess. Well, to be fair, like you can look at it both ways. Like that's why I also said that I think they're similar in like their actual levels of quality. But you know, like them showing it, it's not exactly ruin it because you still get the what the fuck is a stretch room? It's just you get an answer eventually. Oh, it's just literally the stretcher. Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe it's stretching the life force out of them until they die.
So why is
Maybe.
it
Something like that? I don't know.
Maybe Northfield is equal to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I don't think they're gonna make a sequel.
Just make it into
Oh, the movie. I remember it. So.
Oh Jesus! Could you imagine that? Like they make the movie and they have the same actor as a kid, and then like a woman shows up and like takes it over from him.
Yeah,
like,
but so the YouTuber I was talking about earlier, he did a theory that the movie Snowpiercer was a sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Don't tell me the actor and the guy, the main character of Snowpiercer is the actor of Charlie.
No, but the guy in his theory, the guy running the train is Charlie.
Okay.
It sounds kind of retarded, but also I want that to be canon.
I'll find the video for you and send it to you.
Wait, no, I've seen it before. It's a pretty loose theory to be certain, but still interesting to think about.
Yeah, and that you want it to be canon because it would just make things a lot cooler.
Snowpiercer is a weird movie.
Yeah,
I never finished it, but it definitely left me curious to what was next. If that's a sequel to Charlie and the Chalk Factory, then I'll be very surprised. I keep saying chalk, aren't I? I've watched that stupid YouTube poop way too many times.
Let's continue.
Fucking cocaine. The Oompa Loompas with the cocaine.
Okay, let's continue before Rubber gets a mental breakdown.
I do say that all seemed rather rehearsed.
Like they knew it was gonna happen.
As if we needed more reasons to hate them, these snozwangers would be excellent at Cinemasins.
Snozwangers? What the fuck?
Did he say if we, in case we have any more reasons to hate them? At least he's self-aware.
Snozwangers? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It's the nickname for his little guy down under.
The fucking asshole. Okay.
Like I said, peak content.
Press the button. Oh my god,
I want you
airborne.
to take Mrs. Gloop up to the fudge room, okay?
Is it just me, or does taking Mrs. Gloop up to the fudge room sound like a new euphemism for hitting the restroom?
No, it doesn't.
No, you're reaching.
Hard.
No, you're not reaching. You're trying to jump from the bottom to the top of Mount Everest.
I just posted the 2 videos. If you want to check out.
The reason why you talk so quietly, Oliver, is we cannot hear you.
Yes.
I posted the 2 videos.
Oh, yeah, the Rhino Stew video about the Snowpiercer thing.
Oh god. He posted that. I don't think I'm going to be convinced. I just say that right now.
But it's still I still want it to be true though.
Oh god.
We're halfway there, guys. Come on.
Yeah, these videos are also really short too.
Wakanda forever.
Okay.
All right.
You know,
decent fun, I guess.
yeah, but well, you could say that the MCU ripped that off from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's kind of awful.
Yes.
Rip Chadwick Boseman. The fact he's playing such a shit character and being remembered for playing such a shit
He's a
character.
great actor. He was a great actor too. Like,
Moment of silence for him.
Oh, okay. Well, fine.
Okay, that's
on with the tour.
They're still
Yeah,
going
that's
on the
about
tour
all he
after all the
deserves.
Augustus
All right,
Gloop
let's
went
go.
down. These people deserve whatever saw-like torture device falls on their heads. Human hands can't touch the...
I've always heard that like people say that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is just Saw but for kids. It's actually not really not too far off. The Saw is like testing the people's will to live, and this is like testing their will to behave.
Wait, so in other words, if I was dropped in the Saw movie, then I would just survive instantly because I would like really want to live.
They got some really.
Yeah, I know. I'll just break. I'll just
screwed up.
I'll just break the wall and punch that clown man in the face and leave. It's fine.
The Billy the Puppet Man.
He's a clown as far as I'm
an
concerned.
actual person. It's just like a recording of a puppet.
He's an actual person to me. That's about how much I will ever know to understand those fucking movies.
You're confusing Saw and Scream.
Yeah.
I have not seen either, so it doesn't.
Basically, just like the guy, just like he takes.
I
like,
don't
these
care. Continue.
All right.
I'm not. I don't watch horror movies. I'm not made of
It's just
stupid.
both of these are good shots. The one that just showed us.
As we're
right
told
here.
several times, the waterfall churning is what makes the chocolate unique. So this is definitely introducing an unnecessary variable.
But okay.
They're on a boat crafted by Oompa Loompas who are not human.
SU. Okay, I can't spell it right now. It's subjective. subjective. What he said.
SUBGJECTIVE. Come on, man.
Fuck off, Airborne. It's at 5 a.m. where you live.
It's like 10:59.
God, why does everything in this movie take forever to happen?
Because
It's suspense, you idiot.
Oh my god. This is so annoying.
Mm-hmm. It's frustrating because here's the thing. I have ADD. So, like, everything, I'm just like, yeah, let's go. I don't have ADHD, I have ADD. But it's just like, people want instant gratification. Well, with me, I've had to train myself to go, okay, relax, wait, have patience.
That moment when you have finally mastered it and you realize that you have now, for life, mastered it better than most people do.
Yes.
Yeah, like instant gratification with just like the Cinemasins in general is just it's a channel built around instant gratification.
Yeah,
it's kind of a popular trend these days. Just like, oh, no, I don't really need to. I don't need to like see something like nuanced or in depth. I can just watch like it's either like a stupid 10-minute video essay or someone like Cosmonaut or their
Yeah, reason why the sequels are shit.
Yep. Fucking Cosmonaut. I fucking hate him, man. He's such an idiot. Cosmonaut is just everything that's wrong with the world. Well, okay, maybe not that bad.
I think his videos are just like they're just bad, but him on Twitter, that's like especially terrible.
Well, he makes me agree with Rags, and that's like already horrible. But it's like like he really is just an idiot who can edit well, and that's about it.
His imagination would
garbage.
Get out of the rest of the world in an imagination battle, but this seems a little overboard, even for him. Sure.
I mean, he gave a compliment to Tim Burton. He's a good filmmaker.
He's a good filmmaker indeed.
Great filmmaker.
Sure, Wonka would have an extravagant boat, but wouldn't he pick something that fit better with the theme? What the f does a dragon have to do with any of this?
It's made out of candy. Who cares?
And also, it's Nordic. Like, if you look at Nordic folklore, you can see very similar themes to what this movie is about.
I love
Movie's
that
antagonist in a post-2000 rehash gets an origin story even though it doesn't need one, and no one asked for one cliche.
What the fuck? Alright.
Let me guess, later on he's going to ask for, what about Wonka's backstory and all that? It's like, you hypocrite.
Father come from? Cinemasins really sucks. I'm really beginning to realize that now. Like this is not a good format for film criticism whatsoever.
No, it's not.
Also, how can you criticize the backstory? Like Wonka's dad is Christopher Lee.
Yeah, like he's basically the most awesome man ever.
Yeah, besides Ryan Johnson.
Ah, yeah, right. Nobody can deal with Ryan. Fucking Christ! Imagine if Christopher Lee was still alive, like during the Last Jedi, and he would play a role. Fucking, he would just take his sword and just slam Ryan Johnson with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
You
it's
dare make me play
counterintuitive
such a
that
shitty character?
this movie is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, when it's much more Wonka-centric than the first one. I know it's...
Yeah, but they kind of gotta separate it from the OG.
Yeah, because otherwise it would be a hollow retread, which is what you say it is anyway. So fantastic job there. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think
I honestly think that this movie, Charlie's kind of bland in this one compared to the other one.
Yeah, but it's also counterbalanced by Wonka being more. Charlie, he's
right,
just
but I mean,
Charlie is a sweet little boy in this one.
Well, here's the thing.
I still think that that Willy Wonka in the first one's he's really great.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He's absolutely great, but he's also it's how do I put it? It's like like I never had I never had a father like asshole left just before I was even born, basically. Like well, okay, he basically left as soon as I was born, whatever. Like I find that plot with him and his dad and how they like hate each other and everything. I find that really, and then that he like finds out that his father actually did care about him and kept notes from everything he did. I feel like that was a really, really, really well done piece of story that was, that like it really helped make the film unique and special in its own way. Like you don't often see that with remakes. Like often they just like to copy and paste all the elements but do it worse. And this movie sort of does like that for the first half part, but then for the last half, like it takes a pretty unique step. And while I think that the original is just generally better, like I feel like this is probably the best job they could have done for a remake. That
Also,
yeah.
Not many people actually know this unless like you have read the books, but the original book is called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Then the sequel came out, which was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, why was that never? Wait, why was the original never made into a movie?
Original what?
Well,
the original
Finding Expert just explained that it was called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yes, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and then the sequel is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I just asked him why was the original never made into a movie?
Because the original isn't as popular or well known to modern day people.
Damn, that just seems like a straight up missed opportunity right there. But all right, well, okay, that's interesting, I guess. So does like the remake sort of like take elements from that and like mix it with it?
I believe so. It's been a while since I read Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Well, assuming that's the case, I'm now going to declare that the remake is the better version of the two. Continue the video.
I know it's supposed
Everyone
to be a more
press the
faithful
fucking
adaptation of the
button.
book, but you know how we feel about that around here.
Caramels. They'd get stuck in your braces, wouldn't they?
Oh man, I had to
God
drag
bless
poor
Christopher
Christopher
Lee.
Lee into this, didn't they? Also,
Fuck off, Cinemasins. Christopher Lee did an amazing job in this movie, like he did in the prequels. But you wouldn't know that because you were too busy having your wife stick a stake up your butt and turning it.
Okay. I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, Christopher Lee, awesome actor, and he does awesome in every movie. And even if this movie would be 1 out of 10, that him being in it makes it a 50 out of 10. So that's how so shut the fuck up, Cinemasins, and explode.
So, of course, Willy Wonka's dad was a dentist who never let him have candy. Wonka's backstory was apparently written by Admiral Obvious.
What?
Okay, that's a little bit funny, like it's Admiral Obvious. But it's still wrong, though. Everyone talk.
I am talking. I don't
Talk
understand.
more.
I don't understand what he's trying to say. I'm sorry. One, I'm like kind of doing a lot of things at once, and two, I really do not understand like what he's trying to say here. Like, it's like if he's like saying, "Oh, this was set up earlier in the film," and like, why even waste time in this? This is just like paying off that setup. And if it wasn't set up earlier in the film, then like he's completely wrong.
Yep. I mean, this is.
I don't understand.
I don't
Whatever.
understand either.
Also, why the f*** did Count Dooku Saruman let Willy go out trick-or-treating in the first place?
Okay, pause
Candy
it.
burns
Saruman.
I swear, Cinemasins did not have friends growing up.
Oh. Yeah, you're right, actually. That's something parents do.
Because, like, here's the thing. When I was real young, like, there was that I could still go trick or treating, but my parents were like, "You have to give us the candy, and you only get a limited amount per day." They were super strict about that.
Yeah, I mean, you have a bag full of candy. It's like
So
it's like
the only reason they
disaster.
the reason why they let me go trick or treating is because I was hanging out with friends.
Wait,
yeah.
Why? Because friends. What does that have to do with it? I never went trick or treating in my life because Christian. So like, what's the deal with that?
Well,
You don't go trick or treating because you're Christian.
What did you say?
You don't go trick or treating because you're Christian. I know like a lot of Christians go trick or treating.
Well, I would love to get candy. I would have loved to have gotten candy with friends. It's just that every single time it was, can I do that? And my mom was like, no, never, no. And I was like, okay. Yeah, basically my mom goes, no, and then I'm like, okay.
No. Alright, let's keep going.
It's like this, and I hate to be the one to tell you this. Either you've got some bad candy, or you're in a Tim Burton movie.
Can we just whip cream? Like, how hilarious that is.
Good. I'm just like looking at all these shots, and it's like, good God, Tim Burton must be like colorblind or something. There's like so much color. It actually kind of makes sense because like in a lot of his films before that, like a lot of his films are like really they really emphasize like black and white hues, and so like it's like, okay, maybe I should like, instead of trying to just make films that are irrelevant to my color blindness, maybe I would go the opposite direction and put my film so full of color that I cure myself of color blindness.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Like, you know what?
Tim
My
Burton
fiance's
colorblind.
sister is a massive Tim Burton fan. I'll ask her if he's colorblind.
You know, I find this like hilarious. Wait, what the fuck is this shit?
It's
What
whipped
the
cream.
what the Christ am I reading? What the hell is happening? Oh my god! Oh my god! What the hell is this? This is
What?
the last fucking thing I would have expected. Okay, so get this. I searched up Tim Burton colorblind, and this is the first thing I get. I shit you not. Tim Burton Home for Peculiar Colorblind Racism? What?
Oh, yeah, that's a thing. Especially in his museum.
Racism, colorblind. What? What?
So, colorblindness with racism is a term used where, like, if someone's black, white, Hispanic...
Oh, you mean like you don't... You mean like colorblind, like you don't see the difference between the two?
Yeah, you just treat them like a person and not like they're another skin color.
Oh, that's also racist, apparently. Okay, wow, fantastic.
Very true.
I love the world we live in. So great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess he's not colorblind then, but wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. I found it interesting that he made this movie because I did not know at all. So like I didn't know that, but I guess I like his style. I haven't seen that many. What are all his famous movies?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I didn't see that. The other one?
There's Frankenweenie, Paranorman, Corpse Bride.
Oh, I actually saw Paranorman. I actually also saw Corpse Bride, for fuck's sake. That movie was weird. Yeah, okay, so I did see some of his movies. He always had the weirder animated movies, so I was always like, no.
Yeah, he's out there.
So I guess I
Mm.
like him, but I also don't like him. Like I like him when he does this. Well, I guess it's kind of weird when we look at a picture of a cow being hit. So, yeah.
Yeah, Pete. Oh man, if you showed this movie to Peter nowadays, Tim Burton would have been canceled.
Wait, what do you mean? What's that?
Peter.
Wow, man, that really that took a second for me to sink in. Oh God, fucking hell, Peter, Jesus, fucking hell, most people that live today.
Yeah.
All right, continue this fucking shit.
Whipped cream.
And we can add animal.
Jesus Christ. That was so bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
so bad.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it.
Well, he's just a grown child. Like it's very obvious. Though I have to say that his age is very well masked in this movie. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. It'd be
like you would not think that he's like 35 or something. But yeah, let's move. Well, I don't think Johnny Depp was 35 when this was made, but whatever, his character.
Cruelty for the sake of a visual pun to the growing list of reasons this factory would have been shut down ages ago.
How would it be shut down? He's got a monopoly and he's
suck on it
ultra
all
rich.
Oh, government could shut it down. But the
Yeah,
government probably wouldn't.
but he's like ultra rich, and he's got like ultra money that he could just buy them off with.
He could buy the government.
Dude, but it's seriously, like he's about that rich, like he's swimming in money. Like, in fact, they never show his money. That's kind of weird. Yeah, that's actually something I would have loved to see. Like, he probably would have like a vault full of like billions of dollars.
Well, let's see. His product is sold worldwide, no matter what country you're in. Everyone wants his secrets, so yeah, he's probably racking in a bunch of cash in order to
Yeah, I mean, it's
all
fair,
this stuff.
it's fair enough because the movie makes a very good point, a clear point that he got rich because not because of his like brilliance, like how to market or whatever, but because his product is just really damn good. So it doesn't really have much to do with him being like tech savvy or something. With I do think it was like him being smart to not let his stuff be stolen from him. So like obviously that because like that's the whole thing with the Oompa Loompas is that he uses them because normal humans are probably better workers, but they're not as reliable or loyal.
No, they form unions and generally get to become lazy.
Yeah, and that kind of stupid shit. Yeah, it's funny. Unions, like as I understand it, unions are to stop predatory like corporations from fucking them over. But at the same time, they have to fuck over the corporation by, abusing that to be lazy dickheads. Like I feel like this
you have to vote a certain way in order to stay in a union.
Yeah.
They become the predators.
When I see that shit, I just think to myself, I feel like this capitalism thing isn't working.
What are you, a commie?
No, I don't know what I am. I'm just a normal person, I guess. All right. Do video, airborne, press button. Thank you.
Known as the everlasting choke hazard.
What? Okay. Why is it a sin?
Because he said so.
Why?
He's omniscient. Is
like I would stand for like a bit of nitpicking, just like 16 minutes of nitpicks, but this is mostly jokes.
Yep. Yeah, Cinemasins, and definitely losing respect for him by the second.
Oh, come on. On Wonka, we all know what you're up to. You put a stick of chewing gum right in front of the chewing gum champion. This whole thing is a big batch of entrapment mixed with a heaping helping of child endangerment, and you're enjoying every second of it.
Yeah, that's kind of sketchy.
Well,
lie.
yeah, yet again, it's just like it's pretty much yeah, here's this, behave and don't touch it. How long can it last? It's like Wonka set out clear rules, but they just do it anyway, and he's like, well, you get to suffer the consequences. Yes,
Yeah, like,
morally it's sketchy, but legally it's fine.
That's something that I like really like about Wonka is that despite his awkwardness, he's not stupid or anything. Like he knows that what they're doing is like it's the it's a thing. It's not as obvious in the remake, but it couldn't be more obvious in the original. Like where he
Oh yeah, he's kind of conniving.
like in the remake, it's sort of like so remember when I was like when you guys thought I was retarded? Well, I was only pretending. Like in the original, it's I'm not stupid, by the way. but I again, like the remake, I feel like movies could learn so much from the remake. It just like how to not make a worthless movie that like has absolutely got nothing on the previous one and only serves as a highlight for why the new one is for old one is better. Like do something original, do something new, do something different. Like it's you can prefer the original all you want. Like and yeah, it's the best. I mean, it's probably like I just said that I think the new one is probably better, but that's probably subjective. Like technically the original is still probably the better movie, but the remake does so many things that are like new and kind of good in different ways. I really like that. I feel like I should make a video about this, like just Willy Wonka remake, like how to do remakes like right or something. I don't know. It's
it's a good remake. I just think I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't know if it's a good remake. I think it's okay.
Well, it takes things into a different direction, and that's like the one thing we like crave from like the Disney remakes.
I think most like remakes just kind of just redo the film. It's like if you're gonna do like a soft reboot, like then there's no point of doing it. Just like there's no point of doing a remake.
Yeah, there's something special with it. Make
like if you're gonna do like if you're gonna do something like a sequel, and like keep a lot of the elements from the older one. Sorry, just a second. But if you're gonna do a remake, just go all out. Do something new.
Yeah.
Do something crazy.
All right, let's go.
Bruce Banner's stylist, because I think we found the material for his next outfit.
This gentle girl, she sees the road. Chewing.
I swear to the great gobstopper in the sky, the music in this movie makes the music in the Lorax look like Hamilton by comparison.
Fuck off. I love the songs in this movie.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, but they're like catchy though. Like even if you think they're stupid, like I mean when he goes like chewing round, chewing round, like that's cool. It's funny. Like that's. I mean, the Lorax is also kind of good. I mean, I don't get the hate for that movie. Well, okay.
I mean, I like it.
Save the trees. I get it, but besides that, why is it bad? But yeah, like it's. I mean, it's. I feel like the weirdness, like on its own, makes it special. Like just that guy in that, this one frame, just him in the latex uniform with those googly eyes and. Just that weird fucking area and how they're all dancing. That's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Regardless of how exaggerated her look is, that's still Violet's body. The Oompa Loompas could be doing some serious damage by jumping on it.
We get it. What are you talking about? She's like a balloon. Oh, that mother.
Behold, the first Karen.
Oh God. Yeah. That's that specific look that some women have.
Yes, the Karens.
They're not that old yet, but they're definitely not young anymore, and they're now bitches that just complain about shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love my mom. She's she's such a sweet, perfect little woman that does
So
none of
it
this
has
shit.
been fun for the little engagement that I've done so far, but I do gotta go.
Coward, traitor,
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'll be the button pusher.
Yeah, have a good one, guys. This video sucks.
Yeah,
It's
thank
made
you.
me like this remake more.
Same.
Have a good one.
You too.
Well, I'm not dealing with this, so I'm gonna get somebody else on. Fucking hell. I was about to go like, oh, I gotta leave. Oh fuck, he's still here. Oh shit. He leaves.
We gotta
All right.
squeeze all that juice out of her immediately.
Given Wonka's look and general demeanor, I'm thinking this environment is the only place where he could say this sentence and not be immediately arrested.
What's the special prize and who gets it?
The best kind of prize is a surprise.
The problem with Johnny Depp's portrayal is that it takes the beautiful, beleaguered, but eccentric frustration of Gene Wilder's Wonka and turns it into nothing more than a case of a sociopath with severe arrested development. A take which steals all the joy of Wonka finding...
What the hell?
I swear, this guy just has a hate boner for Johnny Depp.
I mean, this is basically like prequel level kind of like stupidity. Like, Johnny Depp is playing a very specific character, you know, a man who is like literally a child grown into a man's body. He's not a 100% child anymore, but he's like still very, very, I mean, this he's not used to this kind of thing at all. Like he's, I mean, when he, I mean, if you want to tell me that it's like awkward, like I'll just go like, well, I think that's kind of the point, isn't it? You know, like I remember thinking that like I remember agreeing a whole hell of a lot with that TV boy and like his like general demeanor towards him, but then I realized that wasn't because like, you know, because like Willy Wonka's like a fucking idiot. It's because, you know, like he knows the power he has with that teleporter and the chocolate and stuff, but he doesn't want to like abuse it, or you know, he just wants to give people chocolate. Like it's the like it, but yeah, like it's a very, I'm too tired to say it perfectly, but the point is that like he's playing a very specific character, and as far as I'm concerned, like with the context with doing everything on his own and being like his own man with his own imperium, like it just makes sense. Like he's not a sociopath. Like he's just honestly, it's kind of like just a little tragic, like little story of a man with a great gift, and you know, I mean, like he demonstrates a lot of intelligence when it came to like the fabrication of candy and stuff. Like, and all that was because his dad said that he couldn't, you know, that he wouldn't amount to anything, and you know, and he's like, "I'll prove you wrong, Dad. Fuck you." And he just, you know, but like at the end of the day, he's still not happy because he still loves his dad because it's his dad, you know. And like, it's a really interesting character arc, but I guess that's too much for this guy to understand.
Someone to finally take over the factory, and instead just makes us want to alert the proper authorities.
Oh, look, I think that one's got a bad nut.
That's why we nicknamed him Lance.
Fuck's that even? Whatever, I don't care.
Little girl? Geez, this movie's like watching a slow-speed car chase after popping a couple Valium. It's always fun to see a kid's movie turn into a straight horror.
It's the girl is greedy, so it's the greed coming to the bite her in the butt.
I know. I don't think he's necessarily criticizing that. He's just for some reason he's sitting commenting on the fact that this is happening. So yeah, that's Cinemasins for you. Yeah, it's justice.
Yeah, still must look like logic.
I remember hating this scene because I was like, oh, fucking hell, you stupid, you stupid girl. You should have seen this coming from a mile away, but you were just too blind because you want the stupid acorn. I mean, squirrel.
You wanted his squirrel's nuts.
Yeah.
Have you ever freaking tried approaching a squirrel when they're burying nuts? They become vicious.
Not sure if I've ever seen a squirrel.
Now you're in Netherlands.
Well, I'm sure they exist here. I just don't think I ever encountered one because, I mean, I've probably seen one at a zoo once, but I mean, like, I don't think I've ever encountered one in the wild. Either way, if I do, I don't think I would be retarded enough to try and steal its fucking nuts. I mean, trying to steal squirrels' nuts is like trying to steal my computer. Like, you're only going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Press button. Even slower at it than Airborne.
Seriously, bring on Squirrel Spearia. At least it would be interesting. Sure, most of these kids are awful, but these parents are worse. They're incapable and uninterested in helping their kids out. Mr. Salt can't jump over the railing and run down the stairs to save his daughter from some squirrels. For the sole purpose of this visual guide.
All right. Look, I think it's very obvious that her dad, so in addition to spoiling his daughter, he's very obviously also got no balls.
And the fact that when you look at the railing compared to the stairs, trying to jump over it at his age, it's like you're going to pull something or break something, hopefully your neck, and then just slide on down to the trash compactor or incinerator.
No, that's not a good like I don't care if he's like 50 or 60. Like realistically, like if he like actually was like, oh shit, then like I would not I would not be surprised if he like jumps like over the fucking thing, because I mean she is being like thrown into a bottomless pit to like fall to her death, but like it's like he's just like I said, he's got no ball. He's got no balls.
And he has no nuts, and that's why a squirrel punts him.
And that's why yeah, definitely. But that's why he reacts the way he reacts, because he's just like, oh, this is happening. Oh, this is a problem. This is actually a really big problem. Willy Wonka, what the fuck do we do about this? Oh, okay. Well, I do find that funny. Like but yeah, I mean, like it's his character arc. Like at the end, he's like, "You are going to get a bath, and that is all you're going to get. I'm no more Mr. Nice Guy with his bullshit." I literally fell down into the trash because of you, the troublesome child.
You spawn of my devilish loins.
Okay, you are drunk. All right. Yeah.
Wonka was able to.
I mean, like if he like really cared, like I don't think it would have been a problem for him to jump over that. Like he's just docile, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fudge Mountain.
Is it just me, or does "Welcome to Fudge Mountain" sound like a euphemism for? You know what? Maybe this whole movie is a euphemism for taking a.
Fuck.
This low IQ shit.
Michigan is one of the leading exports of fudge worldwide. And yes, we do hear a lot of poop jokes because Mackinac Island, there are two things. You have fudge and horses.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so he's making a joke about Fudge Mountain sounding like taking a really violent crap in the toilet. In Michigan, we have an island known as Mackinac Island. There are no vehicles allowed on the island except for emergency vehicles. So everyone gets around either on bikes or with horses.
Vehicle. Okay.
But one of the leading exports of the island is the fudge that's made, because you have like 5 different fudge shop companies on the island all competing against each other, and it's known worldwide.
Okay.
So, like, there is a lot of jokes because you do see horse dung in the street, like, oh yeah, that's Mackinac Island fudge right there.
I mean, you're explaining it to me, but I still don't like. I get what you're talking about. I don't see the funny. Continue the video.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm just saying it's not funny that he's saying Fudge Mountain is.
Good point, actually. Very
Come
good
on,
point.
movie. You've already established how weird Wonka is by the fact that he has random flashbacks and likes to play murder children. This is just unfunny overkill.
What? Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, Wonka is definitely trying to kill these children. That's why he brought them here. Thank you. Fucking hell, Cinemasins. I know you're just making a joke, but I mean, come on. This is like saying that Sam Witwicky is like, I don't know, fucking sexual predator in Transformers. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm fucking tired, dude. I don't want this video to end.
Hello, Doris.
So the only female Oompa Loompas at the factory work in the front office. I knew Wonka was crazy, but sexist too?
Candy doesn't.
Fuck.
That's not even worthy of commenting. That's just fucking stupid.
I said Doris is. That can also be a man's name. Like, once in the 1800s, Doris was a man's name.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. That's kind of neat, I guess. I mean, if you expect me to like comment on that, then
Doesn't
it's
have
not.
to have a point. That's why it's candy.
Nice try, Mr. Burton. You're not covering up all your nonsensical bullshit that easily. Your movie still has to have an engaging story.
Candy is
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it took me a while, but I did realize what happened there. Like, that's actually kind of really. I mean, to be fair, like I actually thought a whole hell of a lot like TV guy did. Like I was like, what is this stupid shit? But that was only. But I think that's kind of the point too. Like it really does play into if you're that kind of personality type of a person. But it's not like super thing, but it's definitely. Wait, what are these things in the announcements? Oh, okay. It's literally this. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, like it's I mean, this is most of this movie is like very make believey and like, you know, just I don't. This is just not fair criticism. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
As is yet another flashback when we already get the point. Looks like New Line let Christopher Lee keep those Saruman powers for an extra year.
What?
Don't you? And didn't Cinemasins do a Lord of the Rings video?
I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah.
Okay, well, he's on my number 1 SmackDown list.
Well, it's Lord of the Rings, but I mean, yeah, I mean, they're probably bad considering everything else. Like, if got to be honest, like they're probably horrible too. I mean, well, just don't forget about that that role you're gonna have to play in that video that I'm gonna be making, because that guy is pretty horrible. Like, you know that moment in the fight in the Phantom Menace when when Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are like staring down Maul just before he's
Oh
about.
yeah, Obi-Wan does the feint and then leans back for Qui-Gon to attack.
Yeah, so Mr. Retarded Video Guy, he was literally like, "What are you doing? Is he like doing a fake attack? I don't buy."
And then he makes the orgasm joke.
Oh, you actually watched that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. You just send me like clips that counter those points, and I'll put them in. All right, cool. Good. Fucking shit. Can I get somebody in here that
I want to pick
talk for me?
Even if we go by the assumption that Wonka set all this up ahead of time, there are several things that still have to fall into place. Augustus has to be left on his own and start drinking out of and fall into the river. Violet has to take the gum bait, which might be the easiest one, but it still has to go exactly as planned. Veruca has to be interested enough in the squirrels to go down and get herself thrown down the chute. And Mike has to ask to pick a room. It happens to be the TV room, and he has to get the...
What's his point?
Doesn't really have one. I'm just sort of listening to him. Hold up, let me just read this. And he has to get the idea to transport himself. Would it be easier to just get all of them in the factory, have them decide who's the last man standing, like Joker did in The Dark Knight? Have you seen that movie?
Yes, it's a good movie.
So what the hell are you talking about?
So you have these two ferries. One is full of criminals. The other is full of civilians. And one person on on each of the ferries has a bomb trigger for the other ferry. So it's who will blow up the other one first. Long story short, a criminal walks up to the security guard, say I took it from you. Say that I overwhelmed you and just ripped it out of your hands. So then he gently takes a bomb trigger from the security guard and throws it out the window into the water so that the civilians would blow up the criminal boat and that the civilians would live. Long story short, no one blows up the other boat. Everybody lives. Joker gets mad and he's like, well, if the job isn't done, then you just have to do it yourself.
You just spoiled the shit out of the movie for me.
Sorry.
Fucking hell. Alright, well, that was a major disappointment. Alright, well, anyway, I don't think that that's what they're doing here, and him saying that is stupid.
Get the idea to transport himself. Wouldn't it be easier to just get them all in the factory, have them decide who's the last man standing, like the Joker did in The Dark Knight? Incorrect inertia alert! When this elevator shoots forward, everyone should fall backwards, not into the wall in front of them. Cool, you invented teleportation. And also apparently levitation? How is this Johnny Depp's ego-sized candy bar floating?
Well, why would I want to send a person? They don't taste very good at all.
For those keeping
Wow,
track at
you
home,
really hate Johnny Depp. Wow.
Yeah.
What an asshole. Johnny Depp ego size.
I think Cinemasins defends Amber Heard.
Yeah, I agree.
That says more about you than it does Johnny Depp. That says, in fact, it says nothing about him. Your blatant hatred for him is showing.
I agree, Oliver. I think Cinemasins has a strong one for Amber Heard.
When was this made? Was this? Hold up. When? Okay, hold up. Hold on one mother flipping second. When was this made? Oh, 2019. Okay, that's fine. Was the Amber Heard controversy happening already back then?
Yeah, it started in 2016.
Oh! Wow, motherfucker. Alright, this guy's an asshole. Ah, Jesus, what a dickhead.
Third cannibalism joke in this movie, all of which were the same basic punchline and the same paucity of funny.
Calm down, Mike. I think Mr. Wonka knows what he's talking about.
Really? Mr. TV can say that with a straight face?
Unharmed? What are you talking about?
Little known fact, Warner Brothers originally hired Edgar Wright to direct this sequence, but went a different way due to creative differences.
Charlie's the only one.
Oh,
Okay, so
I don't even know if that's true or if it's a joke.
This is
just continue. It's a contrivance.
When you slow down these reviews, they are absolute cancer. Holy shit.
You mean you're the only one?
I don't blame Wonka for not realizing
Let's
this,
wrap this up.
because I sure as hell forgot Charlie was part of this movie.
And we mustn't dilly or dally, because we have an enormous number of things to do before the day's out. But luckily for us, we have the great glass elevator to speed things along.
I wish the creators of this movie had a glass elevator then, because this movie took so little time and had so much that was interesting. Sorry, strike all of that. Reverse it. It's amazing to think that 12 years before this,
Hey,
Steven
why-
Spielberg made us believe
Oh my gosh. Now, I find that absolutely hilarious that, like, Wonka's really excited, but then just runs into the elevator.
I know that's probably one of the funniest things, and like especially since it happens twice, it really catches you off guard. I love that.
Yeah, that has happened to my sister when we went down to Florida to go to Disney World. This would probably make you bust out laughing if you want to hear a quick story.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so me and the second oldest in my family, my sister, we are very competitive with each other. So let's see. I was like, I was 8. She was 10. So we were walking down the hotel hallway to the pool, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to take off, run, get to the pool first. So I just start booking it as fast as I can. And I'm running, I turn, bust, like, slam open the door, throw my towel onto the, like, pool chair, dive into the pool. I come up, and all of a sudden I hear a thump. I turn around, and my sister is sprawled out on the floor in the hotel hallway with the perfect imprint of her face on the glass window next to the door.
God damn it! Well, this reminds me of what had happened to me. That shit hurts so much. Oh damn! That's...
And what's hilarious is the next day we went down to the pool, the imprint was still there on the glass.
She must have hated that.
Oh, she hated that, but I was loving it. It's just like, hey, I beat you to the pool, and there's a nice little souvenir there.
I take it you helped her up, of course. I mean, that. Oh man, that's. I mean, like, I don't get me wrong. I find it funny, but I'm also at the same time, I was just like, yeah, I feel your pain.
Yeah,
it's just that really hurts. Like when that happens, like you're like running forward into like normal air, and then I guess that's what flies must feel like whenever they go up against the window. Like just the sudden impact of having what is apparently nothing hitting you, and then all of a sudden,
except it's their eyeballs that they're smacking up against.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it's yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. It's probably been many years, but just tell her I feel bad for it. Oh
Yeah,
god.
so it's something I bring up once in a while, and she just looks at me and like, yeah, I beat you.
Yeah, this is one of those things that you just gotta be like, oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Where I gladly talk about it.
No, I mean, she is like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm going to show it with the internet. She's just like, no.
Oh shit, she must be pissed off. I hope her rage doesn't extend to like me. That's
It won't.
I mean, if you're like this powerful and like and you're the youngest one, I can't imagine how dangerous the rest of your family must be.
Well, I'm the youngest of 7 kids.
7, huh?
Yeah, my oldest brother's in the military.
Tough guy. Oh, okay. Fuck. All right, continue.
Dinosaurs were walking on the earth, but Tim Burton can't make us believe that a little girl is doing flips down some stairs. Also,
I
it's great
believe
to
it.
get confirmation that the kids are okay, and the only residual
Hell, it's
issue they'll have
probably
to deal with
practical.
is their horribly mutilated bodies. You got some Star Wars in my Willy Wonka movie.
Daddy, I want a flying glass elevator.
What proper young Brit would say elevator? It's a lift, dear Veruca. You want a flying glass lift.
You must be the boys.
It was.
Do you notice how like he makes the retarded comment, and then as that happens, like we get the scene with Baruka's dad, like reprimanding her, like that, like do you see how that shit just blows over his head?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Like that, I really, man, Cinemasins. Jeez, it really does.
So you have to remember this was like an American movie, so little kids wouldn't know what lift meant. So they're just like, you know what? Throw elevator in there. Everyone would know what that means.
I mean, I know what a lift was, but well, I'm Dutch, and we literally call it lift here, so I don't know why whatever. The lift.
Parents? Yeah, that.
Alright, that manufactured and unnecessary Wonka backstory still hasn't been resolved. Guess we've got another 15 minutes of Fudge Mountain to wade through.
I have nothing to say but fuck you at this point.
Had the strangest revelation.
To me, there's still time for another f***ing flashback.
Who would watch over them after?
The story! It's a story! Pay attention, asshole.
I was gone. I realized in that moment, I must find a hair.
Hey, movie, we'll handle the ham-handed puns over here, damn it.
You staying for dinner, Willie? Yes, please.
Man, this movie
Oh my god.
wraps up more cleanly and wholesome than a f***ing episode of Growing Pains.
You smell like peanuts. I love peanuts.
Holy Grandma Georgina's lucid. Did Wonka also invent the cure for dementia? So they built an exact
That's
replica of
it's
their
not
whole
a.
house.
Yeah?
Just because she says something like that doesn't mean that she's like
I mean, I
cured of dementia. It's just like an old crazy woman saying something.
That's her whole point. Except that one moment when it's not, which the movie literally goes out of its way to specify. So yeah.
What kind of sense does that make? And don't give me that cheap bullshit about how candy doesn't even have to make sense. It's their f***ing domicile.
It's not a good criticism. Alright, what's your final fucking retardation?
What do we got? Root canal, and by the looks of those x-rays, it's not going to be pretty.
I love Greg.
Alright, well that was fucking worth it, wasn't it? Alright, well that settles that thing. My final conclusion words are yeah, I hate him too now. Mahler was right, he's terrible. This movie is great. You should go watch it. But you should also just watch it with the original and just watch it as like just think about like how different a movie can be, I guess. I don't know. It's a good movie.
And then afterwards, read the books.
Oh yeah, definitely read that first one because, I mean, why did they not make a movie out of that, man? Like, I know you already gave me the reason, but like, wow, that was stupid to not make a movie about that. I mean, it's literally like, oh, you want to know how he got there? Oh, no. Let's not do that. Well, anyway, does Charlie ever appear in the first one?
Let me.
Like his parents or something? Like, I don't know. It's I don't know. I just you can tell me later. I it's like 5. I want to go to bed. Yeah, so that was interesting. A good movie. Go watch it. Thanks for having you on, Fighting Expert, and thanks you guys for watching. Actually, hold up before I leave. Like I did. What were the people saying? I'm sure there were some people who said words. Let's see. There was all right. So we have. Okay, basically just Adam arguing with Crab Dealer. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. You guys are fun. I'm going to bed now. See you later. Later. Bye.
Bye.
Did you see the MK11 Rambo trailer? Like, dropped up yesterday.
No, but I do need to take off and head to bed. I have a 6 a.m. work shift and it's going on 12.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Because I guess we're the only ones. And now, guess we can just. So, everyone, that is all in the chat. Thank you for coming to the stream. And good night. You can.